Guys, wanted to give you an update. I've had a therapy session today, and it was very interesting in the fact that um, I was talking to my therapist, and I told her about Thayer and the others, and how they seem like um, they're their own person at sometimes. I'm sorry, the lighting keeps switching because my computer's just very. Uh, um, but anyways, I told her about how I feel like I'm not my own person sometimes, how I keep blacking out, um, how it's like I don't remember anything. I remembered a trigger, which was like green lights, and it's kind of funny because my boyfriend has a green light, and it triggered me into like forgetting stuff because um, for my thoughts, this is going to sound weird, but for my thoughts, um, in my conversations with Thayer, I felt like he is very fond of the color green. So having a green light might have triggered him to like step forward. I don't know if I have DID. It feels something more than hallucinations. That's all I can say. Um, I like to believe that when I do dissociate, I ask him to come forward, and he does. It's very weird, very weird. Um, but he is the only one that has come out. I do have a couple, like three or four people um, in my mind. I have talked about Thayer, but I have not talked about Jackson. Jackson's very sarcastic and negative, and I can't stand him. But he's toned down from who he used to be. Um, and then there's Lily. She's very, very sweet, very, very little. She's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed child, and it's the thing with that is um, my boyfriend is blonde-haired, blue-eyed, so I'm sorry, bitch, but she thinks that since he's blonde hair and blue eyed, and she is as well, that's her dad. So, which is weird because hallucinations don't have dads. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing is very odd for me to talk about. But so, anyways, there's Jackson, there's Lily, um, there's Tristan. He's very intelligent but very stoic. Um, he seems to like the classier kinds of drinks like wine and brandy. I don't know where brandy came from. We haven't even had brandy. And then there's Simon. Simon is very paranoid. He has told me that there are cameras. That's the hallucination slash personality slash whatever. Um, that has told me there are cameras, and sometimes I believe them when I'm not with it mentally. When I've had little sleep or whatever, I like start to panic. But sometimes I'm just like, shut up, like. And he's very, very strict Christian, so we don't listen to him that much. But I'd have to say that Thayer is really the best. I guess you could say mediator of some sort. Um, and what happens is when he mediates, it's kind of like from me to Tristan. If Jackson is upset, he'll be like, okay, calm down, blah, 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 blah. And then Simon will try and block out. I mean, we don't really talk to him because he's kind of an outsider. Um, Tristan and Thayer, they're brothers, and they both take care of Lucy. They're like adoptive dads. She calls them Uncle Thay and Uncle Tris. Um, But I guess if I do, there's thing is that I discussed this with my therapist, and there is overlap between schizophrenia and multiple personalities. So it's kind of like fluctuating. They can even experience visual hallucinations with DID as well as schizophrenia. So this is what's really happening with me, and I was told that you know it doesn't explain your delusions, and I'm like, well, I was told that I have bipolar disorder as well. Can that be delusions? And she's like, yeah. So she's bringing my psychiatrist into this, which I think is a good shot, a good call. Because if you think about it, I can't be my own therapist, I can't be my own psychiatrist, I can only um, advocate for myself. And what I really like about this psychiatrist is he doesn't think that I'm incapable of talking and advocating for myself. He acknowledges that I'm pretty bright. Um, he acknowledges that I know all of my facts and stuff. Um, he's very happy that I am highly aware of my disorders. So he's going to talk with my therapist. I'm supposed to have a an appointment with him. I think probably not that. Probably like 2 or 3 weeks from now. Um, but yeah, I don't know. This is, I mean, it's not that scary. But I just need an answer because if this is the case, if this is the case, then I gotta live with it. Um, I'm usually not this quiet, and I guess the reason why I'm quiet is because I've been through so much lately, and like binge eating episodes and a lot of dissociation. Like, I'm surprised I'm not dissociated right now, um, because that's usually when it happens is bedtime. Um, I also dissociate around green most of the time, so I've been avoiding the color green. Um, it's been really hard. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words. Um, but anyway, I should wrap this up. I should be getting to bed. It's almost midnight. Yeah. So thanks for watching and have a good night, and I shall see you soon. Bye.